Guys, I'm the real deal in this division. I'm too slick for these guys. And it's not arrogance, this is just confidence. And yeah, big shout out to my people in the UK as well. The Fight Week Show. I love y'all.
What's happening, people? What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Them we are back with a reaction video, DUSD special. And my special guest today is no other than Big Balls Balelo, Terence Balelo, Triple B, we call him. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, Ola. It's awesome to be back on the show. And yeah, man, awesome. I'm grateful.
Yo, it's always nice to have you on the platform. It's always nice to bring you on and and get your thoughts on a few things that's going on. You have a fight coming up, EFC 114 is coming up very very soon for the interim flyweight title. But before we get there, a big card has just happened last night with Islam Makachev and Dustin Poirier. And, myself and the people, we love to get your takes on some of the fights that went on, especially on the main card, because we did that a watch along on the main card yesterday. But let me ask you, what did you make of, what you saw, the whole main card by itself, and then we start looking from the main event downwards with Strickland and Kevin Holland.
Yeah, so the main event itself, Poirier versus Islam was a awesome fight. Everyone thought like Islam was gonna make it look easy, but now DP showed that the training that he does with Mateos, Cameron, and Mike Brown, his coach, it paid off. And he showed up, man. There was a few moments where I went crazy. I was like, just knock him out, DP, knock him out. But Islam he's a high level fighter, man. His grappling is high level. Everything he did, even the one time where he got Poirier on, he was on Poirier's back, and he gave him that small space for Poirier to think he can turn, and just he wanted to snap his neck there. I was like, oh, this is slick.
Yeah.
Just the way he puts his weight on. It's just a high level fight, and it was an awesome one for me to watch. And just what I took away from that fight was just showed Poirier. Showed that doesn't matter what the results are going to be at the end of the night. He showed up, he came to fight, and yeah, unfortunately, Islam caught him in the first round with that ankle pick, took his neck, and yeah, he got the job done. And
Yeah.
but overall, great fight, great main event.
Great fight. And I was going nuts during the live watch along. I loved what I see from Islam. I did not think his striking was that good, but he was putting
Mm.
some combos together. So some people that just think maybe Islam was all about grappling. I mentioned it last night. I stand on it. I think his striking is better than he
Mm.
to look. And for me, when you look at that fight as well, it goes to show if Dustin could hang in there with him for that long. I don't think Dustin is done by any stretch of the imagination. Dustin still got some good fights in that division. What do you think? Because he did talk like maybe he's thinking about hanging it up.
Yeah, he's done it for so long. Like he even said, he fought 50 times already, and he's a veteran of the game. He's a legend, and him getting that I think it's a fourth title shot now,
Mm,
or is it his third one?
yeah,
It just shows, man. And for him now doing it all over again, it's not gonna be easy. But he knows he can get that winning streak going again. But I just feel like from our side, like I think he should just take some time off and just chill with the family, with his daughter, his wife, and see what's next. Cause he always said one thing that stood out for me. I think it was one of his interviews I watched that he said if he doesn't have a goal or something to work towards, he tend to go into the state where he just
mm,
almost like start drinking and being reckless.
yeah,
So I'm like that as well, a little bit, and I know where he's coming from with it.
mm,
So he's got to have something to keep him going, and his business is keeping him going. So I think it's a good time to hang it up. You don't want to fight Conor now. Come on, Conor comes with a lot of media, comes with a lot of insults and all that type of stuff. Just a lot of emotions is gonna come if he takes a Conor fight again, for the fourth time. So I think, but there's some good matchups for him in the division. Um, I just feel like it was a perfect one to go out with. He, he did what he said he was going to do,
Mm.
and let's go out on this time and not let the fight game retire him.
Yeah, man. Big up my boy Wolfie. Salute to you. Robocop in the house with the
Shout out,
£5 donation, man. Big up yourself, Robocop. Salute to you. Was on the watch along with us last night. And yeah, he's right there
awesome.
in the chat, supporting Terence Balelo on his way to competing for interim title championship that we're going to be talking about in a little while. Okay. Let me ask you. I wanted to ask you this. Now Islam is tied in title defenses for the most defenses in lightweight division. That's how crazy it is. It's now tied alongside Khabib. Another title defense. What does Islam have to do to surpass Khabib's legacy in the lightweight division in the UFC? In your opinion?
In my opinion, I think Islam should, whoever's next they put in front of him, he should just beat his contenders. He should beat the contenders. I feel
Mm.
like him and
He's
Arman,
got Aman Sarukian in front of him. Yeah,
yeah,
Aman is one,
he,
and he's talking about Leon Edwards as well.
yeah. I don't think he should go up now for Edwards.
Mm,
Not now. First take out Arman and then go up to 170, because it's not going to be easy for him to go up to 170.
mm,
No, I'm not saying about weight, but I'm talking about just fighting Edwards, man. Leon is no slouch, guys. We
mm.
saw that already. Edwards is sharp, and and if Islam want to stand with Edwards like he's Super Poirier, it's a different ball game. The power is different. At 170, Edwards is big, he's sharp, he's calculated, and he can cut you up with elbows. And he's got some strong grappling as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, so I think for Islam to surpass Khabib's legacy, he should just defend the belt at 155 against Arman, and probably make that call up to 170 after his uh Edwards takes out Balal. Then yeah.
There's another twist of the tale that could happen. Just imagine in a dream scenario, Belal beats Leon, and it's now Belal and Islam. Like how
Oh.
like in that hypothetical, how do you see that going? Because they're both good at grappling as well, trains in the same gym.
Mm,
Belal's been over there, aka with those guys. What would be your take on that? Because we see what Belal did with Sean Brady. Sean Brady is not no pushover. And the way Belal dealt with
mm.
Sean Brady, that was crazy.
Yeah. Shit, that would be a great matchup, to be honest. Islam Balal 170. That would be a great matchup. But I think they have this brotherhood thing where I don't know if they're gonna fight.
Mm,
Maybe they will take the fight, but I don't know if they got a good relationship. But I know Islam has a good relationship with Khabib, and now Balal has a good relationship with Khabib as well. So I don't know how is that gonna work. But if that fight have to happen, I'll have to root for Islam in that one. I'm gonna have to
yeah,
go with Islam if that has to happen in a perfect world. But
100%.
it's a good matchup. It's a good
Yeah.
matchup.
Yeah, we'll see how everything plays out in the lightweight division. I mean, it looks interesting right now for all the fight fans, that's always engaged in seeing in terms of seeing what happens. Lightweight is buzzing right now, man. I love the lightweight division in the UFC. Let's check out the co-main event real quick. Paulo Costa versus Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland, I mean, this guy is almost like he copied and pasted what he did to Easy in this fight. The way he dropped Paulo Costa, he just unloaded pressure on him, did not let him get off any offense. Um, I mean, to me, it was almost like a sparring. It was almost like a sparring match. I don't know what you thought, but Strickland looked so comfortable in there.
Yeah, Sean Strickland is such a tricky puzzle to solve. I thought the calf kicks are gonna play a big factor for Costa. I thought he was gonna
Mm,
take him out with the calf kicks, but Sean Strickland, man, that guy, he checks the kicks pretty well, and he's just got that style just going forward at you. Automatically, Costa was just throwing, and Strickland was just walking him down. And I feel like Costa was waiting for big moments as well. If he just trust himself with his hands like he did back then, like a lot of people say, the easy fight broke his confidence a little bit. Look at the Costa before Easy. That guy was dangerous. That guy stood there with Yoel Romero,
mm.
traded with him, and yeah, but it just shows Sean Strickland is on a high level for real, for a reason, and he's a former champ for a reason. And I don't know what's next for him, but I feel like Easy triggers happens. Whoever wins, give Sean Strickland a shot, man. Why not?
The question, I asked this question last night to to the guys that was on the panel. Big up Wolfie, big up Leroy, McDane as well, and football couple. Neftali, salute to those guys that was on the watch along with me last night. But I did ask, does this Strickland, because the fight was so close with him and DDP,
Mm,
do you think the way Strickland performed last night could offset the fight between, say, a potential rematch between him and DDP? How, like, I feel like Strickland gets better and better, but at the same time, DDP's style is probably the best style to combat Strickland because it's
mm,
so odd at the way he fights. It makes everything look ugly, and I think the strength in his grappling is fantastic as well in DDP. What do you think?
mm. Yeah, I think if that had to happen in a perfect world, say Triggers and Strickland, the rematch happens, it's gonna be a tough one because DDP got this weird style, man. He's unorthodox,
Mm,
and he just finds a way to get you to fight, and he just makes guys just sometimes. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to pick, but they're both high level guys. Both high level guys, and yeah,
Does
it was a
this
close one.
Strickland that we saw last night, does he beat Robert Whitaker? Because Bobby Knuckles is another one that's coming
You
back up.
see, that's the thing. I do believe I do believe Strickland he can.
Mm,
I think he can be. I think
mm,
he can give Whitaker a good fight. But I don't know
interesting.
if he can beat him. It's very tough to say all that, to be honest with you. This guy's at the shots a high level, and for me coming up saying like this one's gonna be this one is gonna be, it's crazy to say because you never know what can happen in a fight.
Yeah,
But from a fight fan's perspective, or like from a fight fan's view,
yeah. Mm,
um, if Whitaker shows up, he shows up. But
mm.
Strickland always shows up. Strickland can make a fight ugly. And yeah, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, but
Hamzat,
that's
Hamzat and Whitaker, whoever wins there
oh,
maybe gets a shot against
that's another
Strickland.
one. That's another one. You just
That's a
brought up
big
another
one.
one there with Hamza and Hamza in the mix. I don't know if you've seen Hamza's picture roaming about. Like, this brother is looking wham. I don't know what he's feeding or I don't know what he's eating, but he looks mighty big. Um
Yeah, he's a big
for
boy.
I don't know how he's gonna make the weight cut. The last one I wanted to talk to you about was Kevin Holland. He nearly broke Mikhail's arm. He had that arm bar in, and that arm bar was so tight. I don't even think he tapped, but Herb Dean, he had to get involved and stop the fight. Just so my man's arm
Yes.
didn't get broken. Some people said, because I wasn't sure whether I was confused when I was watching it live, whether that arm was broken or not. but
Mm.
it kind of looked weird. But they said it broke, but some people are saying it didn't broke. Um, but what did you make of Kevin Holland? Kevin Holland submitting people now, bro. Like, come on. Since
It's
he went
crazy,
to
man. It's
Khabib's
crazy.
gym, he's got two submissions in the in the UFC, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It just shows all that the unexpected, bro. It's like anything can happen. And I feel like what's his name, Mikhail? I think he got a little bit overzealous when he dropped him. He should have
Mm,
just stayed calm, let him back on the feet, and trying to hurt him there again. Because he's got great boxing,
yeah.
southpaw. He's almost like a Peter Yan, but in the middleweight division.
Mm,
Same type of style, boxing style, crafty. And for Holland to pull that off, I was like, OMG. I didn't look because I don't like seeing guys' arms getting broken or something. I was just like sitting like this, and I just saw the
mm,
ref helped him stepped in. I was like, oh, did he break his arm? And the way he was sitting with his arm so sloppy, I was like, OMG. Yeah, the arm was hanging. Shout out to Wolfan. Shout out there. The arm was hanging, and yeah, Kevin Holland, he's the real deal, man. The loudmouth he calls himself. A
mm.
dude can scrap.
I mean, look, Kevin with Kevin Holland, you're always gonna be entertained when when uh when it competes. There's always something, I mean, I think he got embarrassed in the last fight by MVP.
Hmm.
MVP really schooled him, and really showed him what's up for somebody to come into the promotion, and treat Kevin Holland like that after he needed a get back, and this was a perfect get back for him. He's back now in the win column, and yeah, let's see what's next for Kevin Holland. Now let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, champ. I mean, you was booked. The last we heard, you was booked with Tumelo, uh, Mayamaga, and he has now pulled out due to injury. Salute to him. We know his camp as well over there at PFA. They've always been really, really good and respectful to us. But from what we heard from EFC and the post that they made, he's pulled out through injury, and you now have a new opponent. Your opponents. Uh, let's let's just get the let's just get the name up here right now. Ramini, Ramini,
Mm. Romani, Romani,
Romani.
some yeah,
That's the one, Romani.
Romani,
Can you tell
yeah.
us, when you got the news, what was happening, where you was when you got the news, and what you was doing, and what about this opponent, that you now have to face, come 6th of June.
Yeah, so I was busy getting a physio, a sports massage Friday because we were leaving Cape Town Saturday. So I was like, let me get a we finished off camp. We did the last session and I went for sports massage, and while I was sitting in the compressors, putting the compressor stuff on my legs, um my coach came to me and he looked at me and I was just like, this is weird, and he was like, so tomatoes out. And I just laughed at him. I was like, come on, coach. And he said, nah, tomatoes out. And he showed me the phone actually. Graham called him. And at that moment, I was just like, I wanted to cry, bro, because I was like, man, I've been out for 7 months. I went through what I went through. I got dark place. In that 7 months and building myself up, getting a proper matchup. A dangerous opponent, which kept me out of bed. Kept me training, kept me pushing hard. So, of course, because I love these matchups, I love fighting the best guys in the
Mm,
division.
yeah.
And for me, it was like Tomato's a good guy. He's a good fighter. He's gonna come out and trying to test me. So I was like,
Mm,
okay, this is a perfect matchup for me to come back at 125 and make history. And they called us. They told us, listen, we're gonna check for other guys in the division. No one picked up the phone.
mm,
No one picked up the phone. I don't. They said, okay, we're gonna try and get you international guy. I thought they're gonna get me Magno. To be honest, I thought they're gonna call Magnum.
Big up Magno
Or the
Popeye,
French
by the
dude.
way. Big up Magno.
Yeah, or the French dude Boilem. So, but think of 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, maximum 30 minutes later, they told us, or I think of the hour, they told us, listen, we got this guy, Romani, from Belgium. He seems down for it. And I was like, cool. And so the problem was always, the situation was always, Graham knows it. We sit down, we
Mm,
talk.
yeah.
It's always with me. If someone pulls out, what's next? Who's next? I'm not gonna pull out this one. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm not gonna fight that guy because I gotta save the card. Everything, the work I put in. I'm thinking about the work I put in, the sacrifices I made. The hours and hours on the mat that I've put in, and I wasn't gonna shy away from this opportunity, bro. And this is it's almost like God bless us by giving us, not bless, but God punish us by giving us what we want. To see
Mm,
if we can handle it. I wanted the international opponent. Yeah, gave it to me. So
mm,
to see if I can handle that. And yeah, man, I'm excited for this one. Ola. I'm calm, cold, I'm composed, emotionless. I'm not overlooking this guy because he took the fight on 4 days' notice or is flying over from Belgium. He's a tough dude. He's gonna come out and trying to take my head off in front of my crowd. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So I gotta show up. The pressure's on me, not on him. He's coming in smooth, chill. He just gotta make weight. The pressure's on me because now everyone expects me to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They expect Big Balls Balelo to get it done June 6th, and that's what I'm gonna do, man. I'll dig
Bro.
deep for this one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, if there's one thing we know that you've done all your career, is always show up and put your best foot forward. You always turn up to win the fight. We're seeing that in your fighting style already. But this opponent, my question to you is, and you know how much respect I have for your coach. Salute to Coach Hayden. Big up to Coach. I mean, what's not saying like give out your game plan or anything like that, but how does this alter the work that you've done so far in preparation for Tumelo? Now you have to now face this fighter from Belgium.
It's totally different because they're two different fighters. They say styles makes fights. Styles makes fights.
Mm,
Um, it's just me being. I just gotta be me. June 6th. I just gotta be me. Um, you know, and be content. You know, with the unknown, and just go out there, stay focused, and stay sharp. Stay sharp and stay alert, and find my shots. Find the openings. Feel him out first. Because I can't go in there and just go reckless on him. You
mm,
know, the boy might crack some power. So I gotta be sharp. I gotta use my IQ. I gotta use my movement. I gotta use my timing. I gotta use my whole MMA game. And if it goes to that place where I gotta get gritty and just throw hands and scrap, so be it. You know, I'll do whatever it takes. Cause like I said before, man, this dude is coming over here and he's gonna try to take what's mine, and I ain't letting it slide like that. No, you gotta kill me in that cage. But what you can expect is a good performance, and yeah, I'll get gritty with it. I'll get gritty.
um, look, there is one thing that you mentioned earlier on, and I do not want to underestimate that because this is not changed the landscape of what your whole game plan was into something else. And like you said, the whole pressure's on you. You're the one fighting in front of the home crowd, and your opponent has nothing to lose. But you getting your arm raised, there's plenty of opportunities that then comes your way because you then become two division interim champ, which means you have claim to call for both belts in two weight classes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because I relinquished the bantamweight one. I relinquished that one so I can get opportunity to fight
Mm.
Zulu. The the
Right.
main the main thing was me and Zulu. Me and Zulu was supposed to fight June 6th for the undisputed, and he got injured as well.
Mm.
So I told Graham, listen, give me the next guy. And Tomelo was the next guy. And so I was like, okay, cool. 3 weeks notice, doesn't matter. Let's take Tomelo. He got injured. Now it's 4 days notice. So for me, like I'm at the point now. Well, I don't know why it is like this. Why I'm thinking like that. Like it's like the belts don't matter for me. It's just me going in there and just fighting the best
Mm.
guys, testing myself against the best guys,
Yeah.
and really just show my level, show show my skill set, show my show that I can beat anyone in the world, man. Whether it's from South Africa, Canada, Belgium, wherever, I can go in there and fight these guys. And that's the whole reason why I'm pushing for that Zulu fight, because he's an OG, he's so experienced. He fought the toughest guys in the division, he's dangerous. And that's why I'm pushing for that fight. So I got a dangerous guy in front of me now. And so I'm not looking past this guy. I'm not overlooking him or underestimating him, but I just gotta go out there, get the job done against him, and get that Zulu fight, because that's the fight I want. And that's not the fight I want because I want to win the belt. I want to fight Zulu because I want to beat Zulu, a legend. And yeah,
100%. I didn't even know you relinquished the interim bantamweight belt. Um, but like
yeah,
you said,
that's my boy Faiz division. So I can't complicate the things with me and Faiz. You know what I'm saying? So people were calling for me and Faiz to fight. I was like, come on, that ain't gonna happen. He's my
oh
boy. We
yeah,
train together. We
yeah,
put in. So we
it
come a
makes
long way.
sense now. It makes sense. It makes sense for 61 Butcher. Big up 61 Butcher KG. Salute to him. It makes sense now. Like you said, it's not a case of even the belt at this point. It's you competing against the best guys, and the belt will come when it comes. Right? That's your mindset. That's how you're not looking at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how I'm looking at it. Because at first, when I was 16, when I watched the EFC, I always wanted, that was the big goal, was to win
Mm,
a belt in the EFC and get Graham put that belt around my waist. And I
yeah.
got it done. I got it done
Mm,
in like so quickly, man, in my career. I thought it was gonna
mm.
take me 10 fights in the organization, but I got it done so quickly. And when I
So you're
got the
way
belt, I
ahead of
was like,
schedule. Is that how you're
yeah,
feeling? You're way ahead of schedule.
yeah, because at that moment I was like, what's next for me now? Because this is what I wanted.
Mm,
And that's what led me going doing what I things I shouldn't have done, you know.
mm, yeah.
But I got back on the right track now. So, and I matured a lot in this last few months, bro. It was nice getting humbled, you know.
Mm,
It showed me that I wasn't ready to be that superstar that I'm gonna be, that I'm gonna blow up and be.
mm.
And I got an opportunity now, June 6th, bro, to go out there and claim it and become that superstar that I'm set out to be. And yeah, and just go out there and perform, man.
Yeah, man. Wolfie says next step is UFC. I mean, that's the
No, so-
burning ambition for you right now. Talking about what Wolfie just said there. Salute to Robocop
yes,
in the
sir.
house. I mean, surely, everyone that I speak to, all the fighters out there that are out of the UFC promotion, that's the promised land. That's the holy grail. That's where everybody wants to be competing and fighting against the best people in the world. What does, say, a win in the flyweight division? Maybe you get another opportunity down the line in the bantamweight division if the door opens for you. Um, what does that do to the steps that you need to take to get into the UFC? Because there's some programs out there like looking for a fight, like Contender Series, that we've seen some of the South African guys like Cameron Simon and co actually pass through this process, or even the Ultimate Fighter.
Mm.
how does the next path of what you're lining up in your career marries up to getting you into the UFC? What roads are you looking at?
It's yeah, it's obviously fighting the best guys. Now
Mm.
a win over the Belgium guy is gonna show everyone that, hey,
International
we've been
fighters, yeah.
sleeping on this kid. We've been sleeping on this kid. He just don't talk, bro. He actually steps up. He takes risks, and he gets the job done. And but the main thing is me getting Zulu Boy in my CV and beat him. I feel like after the Zulu fight, I might be in the UFC. I might be close to the UFC call up, because that's the plan. Well, that's the vision we have. That's the vision we have. Me, my coach, um, Graham. So we always discussing this stuff behind the scenes. So that was always the call from Graham. Even after the KG fight, he told me, "Listen, you beat Zulu Boy, doors are gonna open for you, kid." So yeah, here we are now. Um, June 6th. I gotta get a job done against the Belgium dude, and after that, get straight back into gym, get better, improve, and fight Zulu in October and beat Zulu. And by God's grace, man, I'll get that UFC call. If not, I'll just I'll just have to fight another international guy again then.
Yeah, man. Keep grinding till you get there. 100%. I definitely see what you're saying. We support you on this channel. You know that there's the love and support is always going to be there for you, brother. We've keeping an eye on your career since you got signed into the EFC, and
Yeah,
just seeing your growth from then to now is night and day, and yeah, man, keep growing, brother. And we're here to support you, and we'd love to have you back after the fight on the 6th of June. We'd love to have you back, get your takes, and see what's next for you,
yes, sir.
after that fight. And yeah, I want to thank you for your time, Triple B.
Always, brother.
um you always show love, you're always generous with your time to the Fight Week show. You're always generous, when you get out there and showing love, putting us on the mic and everything like that. It's always love, man. We love and respect you for that, brother. Is
Yeah,
there any is there
coach.
yeah,
Sorry,
go on.
sorry to cut you off. We were driving, and the coach was like, I see people are calling you Triple B now," and I was like, "Come on, they start calling me Big Balls Balelo from now on." So that name is gonna stick. It's gonna stick now.
Okay,
I should make
okay,
shirts of.
okay.
Yeah, we should start making shirts with that one. Big Balls
Yeah.
Balelo.
All right,
Why
yeah,
not?
man. You know what I mean? We came up with that. We're like, boy, this brother's Triple B, man, Big Boss Balelo, man. And now he's sticking. I like the fact that he's sticking. So yeah, that's one. You know what? Yeah, man. We'll put something together, man. We'll put something together,
Yeah,
man.
let's
If
let's
we,
make it
if we
happen.
can make a couple coins from that, I'm trying to say. Come
Yeah,
on, why not? We got a Black Panther shirt riding right here. You know what I mean? We always try to represent. We always try to show
represent.
love. Yeah, man,
Respect,
all
brother.
the time. So, brother, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. We'd love to bring you back, like I said, after your fight. And big up to your coach, Coach Hayden, um, and the rest of your team, everybody that's helping you, prepare for this fight. Salute to all of those guys. Big up to them. And yeah, come 6th of June, we're going to be there supporting you. We're going to be there reporting on it. And yeah, we're going to be bringing you back on the show. Anything you want to say before you go, brother?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for always being there, Ola, man. I remember the first time you messaged me. It was my first fight for the EFC. Just before the fight, and
Yeah,
we chatted, and it's amazing how everything is just going. It's going so far. We, build a good relationship. Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love for your family, and just the whole team at the Fight Week show. And yeah, man. I'm super grateful and thankful. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's been supporting me on this journey. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. My team, my coaches, the gyms. My teammates, my family, um, my friends, the real ones, my small circle that I have, and just a big shout out to the EFC as well, man. Graham and Cairo. Without them, bro, I wouldn't know where I would be in my fighting career, like in the organization. Just it's nice having open. It's nice to have open conversations with them, and yeah, man, I'm grateful for that. And yeah, June 6th.
100%, man. 100%. And yeah, big up to everybody that's watched us live, everybody that's watching us on playback. Make sure you're following Terence Balelo on Insta, on social media. Big Balls Balelo is going to be back in the cage. Triple B will be back in the cage. And this time he's going to be competing for the interim flyweight championship of the EFC. And yeah, this one's going to be good now. We're going to be looking forward to it. And people, up until the next video, hasta la vista. We're out. Salute.
Yeah, I was hurt, but it's nothing that I never felt before. I got good training partners. I got a good team. I told you guys, I'm the real deal in this division. I'm too slick for these guys. And it's not arrogance.